LeBron, here we go. Had 28 points last night without Dwayne Wade or Chris Bosh, leading the Heat to another win, 96-72 over the Raptors. Before the game, LeBron was asked what winning another MVP would mean to him. Take a listen.
I work hard every offseason. I work hard during the season to be the MVP, and I want to be the MVP every year for my teammates, be the MVP for my fans every single year, and that's how I approach the game every night, and I try to play at that level. So, if I'm able to win it this year, it'll be very humbling to know the caliber of guys who've done it, who's won it 3 times. Just for me to be even in the runnings another year means a lot to me.
Yeah, that's enough. Stop it. Stop it. Turn it off.
I need to ask
Turn it down.
Do you have a problem
I've heard
with
enough of that.
Yes, he does.
What's the question again?
Like you forgot.
Do you have a problem with this, Skip?
You know what? Serious. I'm dead serious about this. LeBron James should have a problem with what he just said. That's the problem here. His advisors should have a problem with what he just said. He cannot help himself because it is time, as we are nearing the most crucial playoff run in obviously his history. It is time for him to say to that question, all I'm thinking about right now is winning a championship. He doesn't have to frame it with winning my first championship. We all know that. Just winning a championship right now should be all about team. Yet I'll give him this. At least he spills out his true emotions. He tells you exactly where his #1 priority is. It's in making personal history. He wants to become only the 8th player to have 3 MVPs. And he says that means a lot to him. And yet we have King James, that's his term, not mine, King James, nearing the end of his 9th NBA season, and he is still the ringless king. And he is going into a playoffs in which if the chosen one, as he was proclaimed coming out of high school, turns back into the frozen one in the NBA Finals, we are looking at the most colossal failure maybe in the history of professional sports, given the fact that 3 superstars...
From that to colossal failure?
Well, seriously. Well, I mean, if they flame out again, you don't think people will say this is as colossal, certainly as this league has ever seen? 3 superstars join forces in South Beach, and that's what you give us?
How many guys in the league would trade their careers for LeBron James?
Okay, but I'm talking about the team failure. That's all that matters right now. And yet, what clearly is his priority is his own personal marketing brand.
That's
what he's talking about.
Responded to a question.
Why didn't he say it's all about team? Seriously.
All they asked him was, what would it mean to win a 3rd MVP?
Dismiss it.
He was answering the question.
I wouldn't answer
How do you
the
get
question.
criticized for answering what you're asked?
You know what? You do.
Can I ask you a question?
You should.
What would it mean to you to win the Emmy? You're going to say, well, it means more to me if the show does well.
Right.
Yes or no?
Well, but I'm not LeBron James. I'm not the most gifted player in the history of basketball.
Okay.
I haven't been playing in the NBA for 9 years with no rings, right?
Look,
I mean, I have no idea how I got nominated. Seriously. Well, that's the truth.
I think America is probably wondering.
Well, there's plenty of reasons why you would. I just wanted to ask the question because that's a personal accolade.
Okay, but again, nobody says I'm the most gifted player in the NBA, right? So it's a dumb analogy, to be honest with you, because we're giving him another pass. We're letting him off the hook again. It should be about winning a championship, and he's embracing it, saying this would mean a lot to me.
Well, what is he supposed to say? I hate this award. This would mean a lot.
No, just say it's all about team.
No,
he told you the truth. The dangerous truth.
Why wouldn't 3 MVPs, or why shouldn't that mean a lot to a player? Again, as you mentioned, the small group he's in, we're at a point now where we nitpick LeBron James so much that if he created world peace, you'd say he didn't do it quick enough. If he saved a baby from a burning building, well, he didn't run quite fast enough. I didn't like the way he did that.
How many championships does he have?
Well, he has
Just
none.
remind me.
Well, I don't think he was saying.
None?
I don't think he was saying that I would trade. I would rather have the MVP than a championship.
Well,
I don't think he's saying
right
that.
now? Where's his head?
He was asked a question.
No, okay.
He was asked a question, and he responded.
Okay.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with him being proud of an accomplishment that so few players have been able to achieve. There's nothing wrong with that.
And all those other players who've won 3 all won at least 1 championship.
And the season is still going on. Skip, he may win one, and then he'll have 3 MVPs, and that's fine.
I hope he does. But let's look at our friend Kobe Bryant. He has a total of 1 MVP. He's got 5 rings. Look at Shaquille O'Neal. To me, the most dominant center for a 3-year period we've ever seen in this league. He has 1 MVP, but he's got 4 rings. Michael Jordan has 5 MVPs, and he should have had 12.
Well,
he should have won it every year.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's got 6 rings. Do you think Michael walks around saying, hey, I got 5 MVPs? No, he's got 6 rings.
Okay, but see, now you're putting words in his mouth because he did not compare that to winning a title and say what was more important.
No.
You're assuming, based off what he said, that that's what he thinks is more important.
I don't like the
question wasn't MVP versus championship. The question was just, what would it mean? Simple as that.
Did he not reveal his priority to you?
No, he did not reveal his priority.
I think he did.
I think he answered a question, and I think you're reading way too much into it.
Okay, but would you have been more impressed if he had said, you know what, I'm not touching that question. All I want to talk about is my team right now because we're about to start the playoffs. well, seriously.
I would have just thought it was a non-answer. I don't think there's a way he could have answered that question that would have been satisfactory to a lot of people. If he answers it the way you said, some people would say, well, now he's being a jerk because he's not asking what he was asked, answering what he was asked.
In his words, if the grocery store is out of the cereal that your kid wants,
blame
it's LeBron's fault, right? Okay, so let's switch our attention now.
Well, he's the one who proclaimed himself King James. I didn't.
Okay.
He said he was the next Jordan. I didn't. He wore 23.
I don't think he ever said he was the next Jordan. He just chose a number.
Powder?
That, by the way, a lot of people chose 23.
But he stole his powder toss.
Because he looked up to him. Big deal.
Okay. I think the message is, I'm here, Michael. Move over.